Well, good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for coming to listen to my presentation. My name is Brenda McCoy, and I am doing this presentation for Liberty University, the college that I attend. Our assignment that we had to do is we had to discuss about one problem that we saw within our church. And today I'm going to be discussing with you why there should be more of a focus on the youth ages 12 to 18 within our church. Along the church atmosphere, you'll see all across the world that there's many different dynamics of the youth ministry. Some have youth groups that are separate in a different building. Others don't have youth groups at all. And happens to be in our church, we have youth ministry all the way up to 8th grade. And then after 8th grade, they're expected to go into the main sanctuary. So this is a comment that I actually found from a teenager. And she just simply said, "We know how to be teenagers, but we want the church to show us how to be adults." Well, we expect at South Springs Church, as soon as an individual hits 9th grade, for them to go into the church and to be adults, without them even having any kind of knowledge or schooling on how to be adults. Some statistics that we actually found, 4 in 10, 39% young adults are religiously unaffiliated. And as you can see, the statistics have grown since the 1990s. And it continues to increase the amount of individuals, teens, that are becoming unaffiliated with the church. So why? Why are they becoming unaffiliated? Well, as you can see, more statistics, some of the reasons, there's multiple reasons of why youth are becoming unaffiliated in the church. But one of the main ones that they've said is because they've stopped believing in the religion's teachings. Okay? So why have they stopped believing in the religious teachings? Well, Jesus, all throughout the Bible, he's actually talked to individuals, he's taught them, but most importantly, he's gained a relationship with them. So what can we do and how can we break these trends? So with these statistics, we want to be able to know how to help the youth grow. There are two important influences that God created: church and family. We can't ignore working with the family within the church. It's the whole church's responsibility to help a youth grow. There's actually 96% of students in America who don't believe in Jesus Christ as their personal Lord and Savior. Of those 4%, after high school, they don't go to church at all. These are some pretty big statistics. It's about relationship, not about knowledge, as I stated before. If we can get them to believe, connect, and know that He is God, then with their heart and with their soul, it'll have a huge impact. But how do we get them to connect? So we have to understand how the youth work. And here we actually have some breakdowns of what are some of the things that the youth are thinking in their own minds at this age. One of the things that they're thinking is, where do I belong? They're wanting to know, where is it that they belong at this age range? They're looking for a new group of people to belong to. And so when adults connect the teens with individuals who have similar interests, then they value community within themselves. The second question that they actually ask themselves is, why should I believe? They want to challenge the limits. I mean, how many of you know teens that actually challenge the limits? They don't want to fit in. They don't want to do what they're supposed to do. They want to challenge the limits. Well, when they actually ask themselves and they start to challenge the limits, that's when if the adults listen and respond, that's when the teens will actually clarify their values within themselves. The third question that they actually ask themselves is, how can I matter as a teen, especially within the church? They're ready to make a difference now. Not next week, not in a month, not next year, but they're ready to make a difference now. So when adults provide consistent opportunities to lead and to serve, that's when the teens actually refine their skills within themselves. And the last question they actually ask themselves is, what will I do? They want to know, where are they headed? You know, when they become a teen, especially later on in their teen life, they're asking, it's not the time of them saying, what am I going to do when I grow up? It's that time to where they have to decide, okay, where am I starting? So that way, because I am grown up now. So when adults encourage experiences and simplify the options, then the teens actually create a vision within inside themselves. So why should there be more focus on the youth, ages 12 to 18, within our church? Right now, it's our job. We have to reverse this trend of these statistics that we've seen of the 96% that don't know Jesus Christ as their personal Lord and Savior. and the 4% after high school, they don't go to church at all. We have to reverse this trend. If the trend is not reversed, then we risk actually a future generation not knowing anything about God at all. Throughout the Bible, you've seen several generations that don't know God at all. And as a church, are we willing to take this risk of raising that next generation to not know God at all? I want to thank you guys for coming and being here and listening to this. And I want to challenge you. When you guys go back to the church, I want you to, each teen that you talk to, have a relationship with them. Find out where they're at in their relationship with God and how you can help them. Thank you very much.
Wow.